Jordan, one of our regulars, says, "Hey John, it's been a while. What if my visitor visa expired after I filed for adjustment of status? Will the adjustment of status file a waiver of unlawful presence?" So let's back that up. So a person's here on a tourist visa. Once they're here on the tourist visa, for some reason they change their mind and decide to file for adjustment of status, which is the process of applying for a green card when in the United States. That's what adjustment of status means. Now, once to file adjustment of status, in most cases, not every case, but in most cases, you have to have some valid status in the United States before you file. So usually a tourist visa is 6 months. If you file for adjustment of status 5 months in that tourist visa, that could work. But if the tourist visa expires and then you file for adjustment of status, it can get denied. If you're married to a U.S. citizen, there's an exception for that. If you're a parent of U.S. citizen, there's always exceptions and stuff. But generally, if it's afterwards, it's going to be a problem for your green card case. But if you file when you have status, then you do not need to maintain status. Even though your tourist visa expires, you can remain in the United States under an authorized period of stay until a decision is made. So there's no unlawful presence accumulation. You don't need a waiver as you mentioned here. Now, what's important to note, this unauthorized period of stay is not status. And a lot of immigration attorneys, yesterday I had to tell somebody this, it's not status too. It's not frequent where even immigration lawyers don't understand this, but you need to, it's not considered valid status. They just say, since you have a green card case pending, we'll let you stay here until a decision is made. However, it doesn't mean ICE, the police for immigration, can't come and pick you up. They have full authority to come and pick you up, send you to immigration court, try to deport you, all that kind of stuff. But typically they don't, because let's say you're married to a green card holder, you file for the green card, you're going to do an interview and the case can get approved or denied. And most likely these cases, a vast majority of them get approved. So what's the point of trying to deport this person unless they have criminal history, they're dangerous to the public or something like that? So most of the time they just let it go and that's it. But it's not a guarantee because it's not status. But yeah, if you file for adjustment status when you currently have status, you're in a period of authorized state. Even if that status expires, you stay here. You want to avoid violations. So let's say you start working without authorization or something like that. You don't want to do something like that. Thank you for watching this educational program. To get the latest videos, click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon. Also, help us help the immigrant community by liking this video and sharing it with your family and friends. You can also find us on other social media sites like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter, where you find the latest updates on immigration news, policy changes, and tips. Be safe and God bless. See you soon.